Hello everyone, welcome back to the FIFA 23 pack opening. In today's video, what I'm going to be bringing you guys is a 1 of 4 88 plus World Cup Fantasy Foot or Foot Fantasy, whichever one it is, and a Trophy Titans hero pick. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 30 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are now on the road to 900 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below. If you've opened this pack, let me know down below what you have got. A big thank you to Kai for providing the content in today's video. I'll leave a link to his Twitter down in the description down below, so make sure to go over and drop him a follow over there. I'm sure he'll absolutely love that. Give him a bit of stick as well. Try and wind him up. Big thank you though to Kai for providing the content, and fingers crossed we can repay him with something good if I can speak English. When we've been doing these sort of packs and picks recently on Ben and Connor's accounts, the luck hasn't specifically been great. Now, it is the middle of June. The game is slowly coming to an end. I think Ultimate Team of the season's either out or it's coming to an end now. So there isn't really too much left of FIFA 23 before it transforms into EA Sports Game or whatever it's going to be called, and I'm excited to see what we can get out of this pick. Make sure to drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you are new as well, and let's get into it. So as always, for these types of videos, we will be doing a stat reveal for all 4 of these players, starting out then with player number 1. Let's have a look at the physical. We're going to be starting out with a pretty solid physical there. I mean, the stamina's not great, you know, it's not ideal, but I don't think it's horrendous, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at the defending and see if that is any better. It looks like it's going to be a forward player. We're looking at 90 heading accuracy, and for the rest of the defending is pretty poor. So I'm thinking maybe a striker, potentially Peter Crouch, someone like that. Let's have a look, see what the dribbling is. Dribbling is solid for the large part, you know, good reactions, good composure, decent ball control. Everything else is a little bit low. Agility and balance is not great, to be honest with you. Passing, is that any good? Not really. The passing there is really poor. Shooting is very good. 96 attack positioning, 95 finishing, 91 volleys. Certainly very good for this stage in the game. The rest of the shooting stats are not great, to be honest with you. Let's see what the pace is then. The pace is pretty average, to be honest with you. Right, we can now hide this first image here of Sir Andrew Ellis-Cook. Who on earth could this possibly be? I genuinely don't know. Let's reveal the first player then in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Trophy Titans hero Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Can play striker or centre forward, obviously from the Premier League. 5-star, 4-star is pretty good. 5'10", high medium. I think as an impact sub, which is what he offered the large majority of his Man United career, he wouldn't be too bad. His passing's not great, but the rest of his stats make him pretty usable. Obviously, his stamina's not great enough to be starting with. Spent 11 years at Manchester United, scoring 126 goals. Had a pretty decent record in Norway as well. No real necessary traits, but I don't think that's a bad start, to be honest with you. With him being 5-star, 4-star, I don't think that's a bad start. Let's get into player number 2. Not a bad start then with player number 1. Let's see if player number 2 can improve on that one. Having a look at the physical first. The physical is much better than Solskjaer's, to be fair. Good stamina. Rest of the stats are fairly good, to be honest with you. So I'm thinking maybe a fullback or a holding midfielder early doors. What's the defending going to be like? Oh. See, it's one of them weird defending ones again, isn't it? Where it's like, the defensive stats are solid. Is this going to be a midfielder? I think this is some sort of central midfielder, isn't it? Because the heading accuracy is not absolutely outstanding. The rest of the stats are kind of average. I'm thinking some sort of a box-to-box midfielder. What's the dribbling going to be like? It's pretty poor. I mean, good reactions and composure. Terrible balance. Agility is not the best for this stage in the game either. What's the passing going to be like? Passing is poor. I would say for this stage in the game, that passing is pretty poor. This is not a good card. It's well-rounded, but no, it's like one of them, what's it called? It's a jack of all trades, master of none. That's what this player seems to be. What's the shooting going to be like? Shooting is solid, to be fair. Good penalties, good finishing and attack positioning. Long shots and volleys a little bit low. Shot power's not great. What's the pace going to be like? Let's have a look at that. Pace is pretty poor. This one is not the greatest, to be honest with you. I have no idea who it is, so we'll reveal the second player in 3, 2, 1. Alright, Dirk Kuyt, World Cup hero. Can play right mid, centre mid or cam. 4-star, 3-star. High is not bad, 6 foot, but then skill moves and weak foot isn't great. I mean, he is a Liverpool fan, this guy, where he spent 6 years of his club playing career, where he did pretty well, to be fair. 71 goals in 286 appearances. No real necessary traits. Early crosser, solid player, power header, and team player. I don't think it's horrendous, considering Kai's a Liverpool fan, but you don't want that. I think out of the two players so far, out of Solskjaer and Coy, he's probably going to take Solskjaer. Let's get into player number 3. Moving into player number 3. It's not been horrendous so far, but there's no one really to stand out. Let's have a look at player number 3's physical then, and it is going to be a good start. In fact, a great start there. Every one of them stats is fantastic. 96 jumping, 90 stamina, 86 strength, and 91 aggression. He's a pretty perfect start, to be honest with you. Let's see what the defending's like. Right, so we've got probably a centre-back here. That defending is outstanding. Nearly every defensive stat is above 90, apart from slide tackle. That is brilliant. 94 heading accuracy, 93 interceptions. Them first two stats look very good. This is promising. I don't know any hero centre-backs off the top of my head, but this one so far seems pretty good. Let's have a look at the dribbling then. The dribbling is strange. Excellent balance, but not great agility. Alright then, that's interesting. You very rarely see amazing balance and not the greatest agility. Reactions and composure is a little bit low for this stage in the game. Dribbling's not great, ball control's not great either. So I'm certainly thinking a centre-back rather than a full-back. Passing is poor. I mean, if it is a centre-back, it's not horrendous, but it's not great. Let's see what the shooting's like. To be fair, the shooting's not even that bad, is it? Have we got a defensive midfielder then maybe here? Any defensive midfielder heroes that I can think of off the top of my head? Not really. I mean, shot power's not bad, to be fair. Penalties is pretty decent. So I'm thinking this is more of a defensive midfielder now rather than a centre-back. Let's have a look at the pace. Good pace for what the positions that we think it is. Maybe it's not a centre-back or a defensive midfielder. Maybe it's a really, really defensive full-back. Them stats are so bizarre. Who on earth could that be? Right, let's reveal the third player then. We'll get rid of Andy Cook. If we can, there we go, get rid of him. And we're going to reveal the third player in 3, 2, 1, Cordoba. So he's a centre-back. I've no idea if this guy's any good or not. Can only play centre-back from the Serie A. Oh, he's 5'8". I mean, great work rates. Obviously right-footed. Depends what side you're going to play him on, if that's good or bad. 3-star weak foot's not bad. Played for Inter Milan for the majority of his career. Represented Colombia as well. Team player, power header, and leadership traits. I mean, it's a great card if he was 6 inches taller. Being 5'8" kind of makes him unusable unless you play him on a wide side of a back 3. Or maybe you could use him as a super sub at fullback. Potentially. I mean, offensively, he's just not great though, is it? Yeah, I mean, that one, because of his height, it largely makes him unusable, unless you're not really too bothered about your height, to be honest with you. But so far, a lot of these have been fairly average. No one really to stand out. Let's get into player number 4 and the final one of today's video. Here we go then. Before we get into the final pick, please make sure to like and subscribe. Drop a comment in as well down below if you haven't already. Let's have a look at the physical then, unless it's the goalkeeper one. No, it is definitely going to be physical. It's not a great start. Good jumping, decent stamina. Strength's not bad either. Poor aggression. Defending is okay. Have we got Peter Crouch? Or is it that French striker? I remember we got him a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? On either Connor or Ben's account. I've no idea what his name is, but it might be him. Absolutely outstanding heading accuracy. Rest of the defending, though, is pretty poor. Let's have a look at the dribbling next. Dribbling's pretty solid. Great agility and balance. Great reactions. Rest of them are pretty average for this stage in the game. Let's have a look, see what the passing is. Passing is poor. No, that's really poor. Curve's alright, but the rest of them passing stats are not great. I'm thinking it is either Peter Crouch or that French striker. I have no idea what the guy's name is. Let's have a look at the shooting. Oh my god, 97 shooting, 98 attack positioning, 99 finishing, 98 shot power, 94 long shots, 99 volleys, and 91 penalties. That's got to be up there with bloody R9 shooting, isn't it? Surely. That shooting is absolutely outstanding. Let's see what the pace is like on our 4th play here. Decent pace, to be fair. I think this is a pretty solid card. Out of all of them so far, without looking at his in-depth stats, I think this one could certainly be the player that Kai will end up picking. Let's reveal the 4th and final player then in 3, 2, 1. It is that French striker. It is Papin, who is a player who can play striker or centre forward. 5'9". I don't understand how he's so good in the air at only 5'9". High medium work rates is good. 5'9" solid. Right foot is decent. 3-star skills is not the one. 4-star weak foot is pretty good as well. Any player traits? He's got flair, finesse, power header, solid player, and long throwing, and outside of the foot shot. Why has a striker got a long throwing trait? Spent a lot of his career in France, had a spell with Milan as well. Did pretty well for the French national team, 30 goals in 54 appearances. Overall, I've no idea who Kai's going to pick there. So I've just messaged Kai to tell me which player he would like me to take for him. And he's just told me this centre-back's worth over 500,000 coins. I mean, like what I said, his stats are really good, but the fact he's 5'8", I thought would have made him unusable. But if he's worth over 500,000, I'm pretty sure that he's a dub, isn't it? I am going to leave it there, though, for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 30 likes. As I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are now on the road to 900 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know if you've opened this pig. What did you get out of it? Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you to Kai once again for providing the content, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock for another one. Peace.